I welcome everyone to our strategic review. Uh, when you look at the past 30 years since the beginning of our company in 1992, it's time to think afresh, think of what we have been doing, and to build upon our business, which has given us good returns over the past nearly 3 decades of operations. As everyone is aware, core business is tea, and no doubt over the past several years, we have proven that Talawakale has become the number one tea company in the country, and therefore it's opportune time that we think of where we are going to be in the next 10 years, and that was the reason for us to rethink our strategy and also to think where we are going to pitch our core business in terms of running our operations into the next couple of years. Therefore, as a company, what we believe is Talawakale is we believe that there's a great future for tea in the generations to come, but not in the same way maybe. That's why we thought of how we are going to position the next ascent, and we put everything together. We have developed a strategy uh, to be the next ascent where Talawakale business is going to be. Therefore, we have carefully considered, we have fragmented into parts of our strategy. Into first is how we are going to position our products. Therefore, moving away from the traditional products, tea products, as we can see, the consumer behavior, consumer preferences are changing, and therefore we have pitched our products. We have to develop. We have to develop and market different types of products which attracts the next generations or the next generation of people who are going to consume, who are going to be our consumers. Therefore, we have taken a strategic decision to diversify or improve our product into a more kind of a specialized products like white tea, oolong teas, like various types of green teas, where the customer preference is surely catching on. So therefore, uh, as a company, we have taken a strategic decision for the next couple of years in the future. We will be definitely developing a product portfolio, moving away from the traditional teas into a more customer focused, specialized product. And also, we believe that in terms of our products, since our core business is tea, and we need to be aware of the growing conditions where it is very sustainable. So therefore, that is why we have clearly indicated, or we have strategized the next gen region agenda. Region agenda is all about our soils, our people, and how we sustain our business, especially about our environmental activities, where we are very conscious of the sensitiveness in the climatic changes, and as a company, we are doing whatever possible to mitigate any climate variation changes that is anticipated in the future. So therefore, uh, one of our goals is to see that we pay special attention to our soils and the climate, and to them develop them into more sustainable practices in the future. The other thing is, when you consider all our stakeholders, we have to, if we are thinking of carrying on with our tea business in the future, we need to take into consideration all our stakeholders, like the employees, the climatic conditions, the environment, and all that, all the people who are connected to the industry, we need to ensure that their needs are looked after. So as a company, we are focused and we have taken many positive steps in going forward in looking after our stakeholders. So therefore, gentlemen, the next, ladies and gentlemen, the next ascent is all about how we will focus, because we believe tea has a great future, and that's why all our investments, capital investments, we are investing into new plantings, we are investing into new machinery, we are investing into new soil development activities. All that is because we believe we have a great future in tea. So the next ascent talks about how we are going to, as a company, how we are going to position ourselves with regard to the key areas that I mentioned. That is uh, agriculture development, product development, to starting with our product development, then agriculture development, and also developing our people, and also the environment, and looking after all that, concentrating on all these areas. We believe that we can pitch our company to the next ascent, where we believe there's a huge growth potential going forward in our core business. Also, about the next ascent is how we shape our demand. That's product diversification. Each segment, the sector requires, the consumer segment requires specialized products like in any other beverages. So that's why we believe that we need to focus on our product, what we dish out to the market. So that's a area that we are concentrating, and also our operations need to be precise, and we have invested heavily on development, training, and also new machinery, new areas of finalize, improving our operations. So all those, that's another area that we need to concentrate in our next ascent. And also empowering people is because we believe that going forward, company is all about our people, and then empowering them, training them, and uh, improving their skills is definitely is going to carry through to the next level of management. Then also, whilst looking after the product plus people, the other important area that we need to focus is on our environment, where our agriculture, since our company is based, our profits, our business, entire business is dependent on agriculture. We need to be nature positive. We need to look after our climate, the environment. So therefore, we are very conscious of that fact, because for our survival, looking after the environment and the nature is very significant, and therefore we are going to focus more and invest more in protecting our nature in the future. Then the last one is about the focused growth. So where our investments will be very focused in product development plus precision agriculture, and also, as I mentioned, nature positive agriculture.